Okay guys, I'm back in the loading yard today. I'm getting some more of this concrete, but I wanted to show you the loading process here. Very peculiar, very strange. Those are some huge pieces of concrete. Look at that. I hope he's putting that on my trailer. Yeah, it looks like he is. Check it out. It's really cool. I mean, if all goes well, I'm going to show you guys what I have to do after they're done loading me. The one I had yesterday was like 44,000 and some change. This one is 42,000 and some change. So as big as those pieces are, I'm thinking there's probably not going to be but maybe just a couple stacks like that. And I'm taking this stuff to Augusta, Georgia. I'm in Jonesboro, Georgia right now, but it doesn't deliver until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. This, it's not little. What am I thinking? This huge crane right here is, oh cool, we get to see it up front. This is what it looks like. I'm not allowed to get out of the truck right now. This is pretty cool though. I'm getting to show you some new content. Okay guys, like I said, much more simple process today than yesterday because I've only got 2 stacks on my trailer. And so what I have to do now is pull around to the back side of this building and strap it down. I'm gonna move very slowly as I do this. I'm just gonna crawl to the back because it's not secured right now at the moment. It's so dusty here because it hasn't rained. Let's do some flatbedding. Okay, because this is concrete, I'm required to use edge protectors, and I'll show you what those are. I might end up using 6 straps instead of 5. It means I'm gonna need 4 more edge protectors. I'm gonna put 2 in the back, 2 in the front, 2 in the middle. Okay, so I kind of already have things set up the way I want them. Two in the back. Bad thing about it is it's so close to that tire, and I'm not supposed to put them over the tire. So that kind of sucks. I'm just gonna have to put it like right there, I guess. Because this crap is so heavy that when you hit a bump, the trailer comes down and you don't want this making contact with your tire. So I'm gonna pull as much as I think I need off. I'm gonna roll it. It's super hot out here today. I'm gonna toss it over. Put the other one. Might as well use this one since it's right here. And it's just a repeating process. We do this 6 times. Okay. Last one. You know what? That board right there, that looks like a good board. I'm gonna take it with me since somebody else just left it laying on the ground. All right, after I throw this one, I'm gonna hop up on the trailer and start setting my edge protectors up. That's step 2. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put these on though. I'm gonna end up needing more than this. But it's okay because I got them. I got enough to do this. I think I'd have enough to do this. Some more right here. Just go ahead and grab all of them. Shouldn't need that many, but see, I need 12 of them up here. That's 2, 4, 6, 7, 5 more. Okay. Pulled way too much off. Oh well. I got way too many edge protectors. I don't know how to count, you guys. That's 4. I need 8. Okay. I hope those don't fall off when I'm tightening it down. I noticed that this top slab here is not perfectly centered, so I'm just making a mental note of that in my mind, because when I stop later on to check the securement of the load, I'm gonna remember that it was already kind of slightly tilted, and that way I won't freak out, you know, and think that my load shifted on me. Okay guys, I got all that situated. Now it really is just a matter of getting all these straps tightened down good enough. And keeping the buckles from coming out of the trailer. There's a little ledge up here. Trying to keep them in there while you tighten the straps down. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm gonna have to pull the slack out of each one of these and keep an eye on the edge protectors and make sure they don't fall out when I do this. Okay, that one just came loose. God, that is so close to the edge of that concrete. Really closer than need be, I think. Put it in this one. Kind of had to do that though because they're not straight. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to leave it like that. Good thing is there's a strap right next to it, so you kind of have to like listen out for that buckle on the other side, because if it comes out, you'll hear it come out. You'll hear it slip out. But if you're not paying attention, then you won't notice it, and then you'll start tightening things down, and then you realize you screwed up. You got to go back and fix it, which takes extra time that you don't want to use. See, during step one, when I was pulling these out, when they were like this and I was pulling them out, you really don't want to pull out any more than what you know you're going to need. So checking the edge protectors one more time. Everything's in place. Checking these one more time. Everything looks good over here. All right, now I can start tightening everything down. Now, as far as I understand, this is concrete, and you really don't want to over tighten concrete. You want it to be snug, but you don't want to over tighten it because it'll break. Maybe one more. That's good. Okay, looks good. Sweet. Again, I'm gonna take this board with me. Okay guys, we're getting out of here. Like I said, this is Jonesboro, Georgia. Didn't mean to block the road, but these people are moving just a little bit slower than I thought they would. This getting into this place is a little weird. You're coming from this way, or at least I was. So I made a right turn right here at this intersection coming from this way, and there's a slight grade right there. It's not big, but it's slight, and then there's the railroad tracks. So you got to really be careful making that turn, otherwise you're gonna hit that railroad crossing arm and end up getting stuck on the tracks. So you got to watch the vehicles that are exactly where I am right now and make sure that they leave enough room for you to make that turn. Thankfully, like I said, I have a 48-foot trailer, so it's not nearly as bad as having a 53-foot trailer. Wait till I get off the railroad tracks to shift. There we go. I'm thinking I weigh probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 73 to 75,000 pounds. I do have 2 full fuel tanks right now though, so maybe a little bit more than that. And what I'm gonna do is ultimately get to I-20. Looked up the city that I'm going to. It's not exactly Augusta. It's called Grovetown, Georgia. And it's just west of Augusta, so I actually don't even have to go as far as I was thinking to take this. Now I apologize in advance if I grind some gears in this video. I haven't driven a 10-speed in a couple of years, so I'm still getting used to it again. And this one, well, I've already explained this to you guys in my update video, but this truck, I think it's a 2011 or a 2012. And the oldest truck I've ever driven before this point was a 2013 Cascadia. So they made some big changes between those model years. One of the changes they made was the transmission. Even though it's still a 10-speed manual, it's the gear ratio is different in this truck. You have to shift between like I'd say like 1700 to 20 to 2000 RPMs with this truck. But the trucks that they started making after this one, like in 2013, that's when they got all fuel conscious and everything, and they detuned the trucks and put DEF in them and all that stuff. So they brought they changed the gear ratios to where you don't have to shift at such a high RPM in the newer trucks. But this truck is old, so yeah, I'm not familiar with it a whole lot. There's some cool stuff about this truck. It is old, it is worn out, but I kind of like this truck, despite the fact that it's raggedy, but there's some cool stuff about it that I like. Okay guys, we're coming up on 81 now. see. Grinding some gears. Now 81, it's gonna take me to 20. And I actually used 81 for the first time. This is the very beginning of 81, okay? And it goes all the way up to Winder, which is a city that I showed you guys in the very first video from my channel. And it goes all the way up there to Barrow County. But it starts on the south end, it starts right here at 19 and 41. And I've always wanted to get on this part of 81 to check it out, and I did for the first time today. And it's actually a great shortcut to get over here to Jonesboro when you're coming from like Jackson. Give me a green arrow, come on. Thank you. So essentially by doing this, I'm preventing myself from going all the way up 19 and 41 to get to 75. If I had to go north on 75, then yeah, I would do that. But since I don't need to go that way at all, this is the better option right here. There is a work zone coming up somewhere. So I'm gonna keep my speed relatively low right here until we get past this work zone. And I'm sorry that this truck is so loud. It's making me have to scream as I talk. And so if you already think my voice is annoying, yeah, it's even worse when I'm screaming. Look at that, that's like a funeral right there. A police officer funeral. Looks like it. And all this does is get me back to 75. It comes right out there with 20, right at 75. I'll show you. Okay, we're coming up on 20 now, in a mile and a half. So it literally just comes right out here where 75 is. I saw what all these people are doing. They're cutting me off. You guys see that? It's because this is McDonough, and that's how you have to drive in McDonough if you want to get anywhere. So that's why I'm not saying anything about it. It is what it is. I don't blame them. Just don't get caught. Okay, so we're right here at 75. Now we're just gonna head south for I don't know, 20 miles or so to Highway 16. Come to think of it, guys, I can get off right here on Bill Gardner Parkway as long as I'm going east and not west. If you take a right, that's a no truck zone. If you take a left, it'll get you to US 23, which is a little bit of a shortcut. Ain't no big deal. I mean, either way. But it'll shave a few miles off. Look at his load. He's got chains on that. That's something I haven't done yet, is I haven't strapped anything with chains. He's hauling 2 flatbeds on top of his. Okay. Took that guardrail out. Do you guys see that? So this will take me through Locust Grove. I'm gonna get on US 23 and go south. There we go. It wanted to be in 5th gear, not 4th. Wanted to be in 4th for that turn. And like after I go south on 23 for a few miles, I'll end up coming together with 16. And then we'll go through Jackson Square. And I know I've already told you guys this in my update video, but I actually dispatch out of Jackson now, which is awesome. It's like 15 minutes away from my house where I'm dispatching, so much better commute than having to go to McDonough. I'm actually going to put it in 1st gear for this because there's like a slight uphill and I don't want to stall the truck. Now eventually, once we get through Jackson, we're going to be kind of out in the country, so there won't be any freaking red lights and there won't be nearly as much traffic. pointed out that sunroof up there. I like it, but man, during the middle of the day, it does make it hotter in this truck. Okay, so we're gonna turn right on US 23, which is also Highway 42, Georgia Highway 42. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it moving in second gear. Welcome to Locust Grove. I haven't shown you guys this place yet. It's between McDonough and Jackson. Sorry, I keep coughing. Actually, I just got over COVID. I had it last week. I started work. Like my first day of work, I came to work with COVID. But they didn't seem to mind. I let them know what was going on. They didn't seem to mind, so. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. It still sucks though. We are coming into Jackson now. One thing I didn't think about taking this little shortcut is that this left turn getting onto Highway 16 down here, there's no traffic light. So this might be kind of challenging. That don't mean I can't do it though. Just might take a minute to make this left turn. There's a lot of traffic on 16 right now, you see. And again, might have to do this in first gear. But I might just have it right here. Crunch. Sorry guys, they took me out of a freaking manual a long time ago. So I'm not super great at driving these. So I'm sorry, I'm trying not to tear it up. That was the first real bad one that I did right there. But believe it or not, I did learn how to drive a tractor trailer with a manual transmission. I did. And I spent the first year over the road driving one. But that was like 7 years ago, so yeah. to Jackson, check out the mural to the left, the Demogorgon right there, because this is where they filmed Stranger Things. I'm sure everybody knows that. Now we're actually going to drive right past my yard where I dispatch. It's off of Highway 16. It's not far from here. And this is going to be our last traffic light for a long time. So once we get through this one, we'll be good as rain. Right as rain, however that expression goes. This little left turn right here is kind of a funny one to get on, or actually to stay on 16. 2342 goes that way toward Macon. And we'll pass. It's going to be up here on the right. It's just a little tiny company. I don't even know how many trucks the guy has. It can't be more than 4 or 5 trucks, I would say. Maybe not even that many. Honestly, I don't know. And he doesn't just do flatbed, he does all kinds of stuff. I think he does some towing and recovery. He has a junkyard, so he might own also like some kind of like part pulling business or something like that. I don't really know. All I know is that the guy was willing to give me a job, so I took it. Didn't ask too many questions, but it's right there on the right. Nice guy. We're gonna ride 16 east all the way out to Monticello, and we're gonna jump on 83 north. So I'll catch up with you guys when we get out there. Beautiful day. Still a little on the hot side though, but fall is almost here. Made it through another one. I know I've probably over-filmed Monticello here. But it's just such a nice place, you know? Beautiful city. Actually make it through this square without having to stop. At least until we get to the other side of it anyway. Thank God it didn't stall right there. Yes, come on. Okay. That was Monticello. Now we're on 83 North. I know I mentioned this before, but now I actually get to show you guys like Shadydale and going up a little bit of this road going up toward Madison. Now this time last year I was, you know, on my previous job. But like I said before, I was working the graveyard shift, and I would dispatch out of McDonough every night and come up here, go up to Athens, to McLean, which is a food service company. I would deliver their tobacco products to them. And now that I'm no longer working for that company, no longer doing that job, I can let you guys know that those tobacco loads were a little, I don't want to use the word sketchy, but just put it this way, tobacco is worth a lot of money. And when you got a full trailer of that, they said that a full trailer of cigarettes was worth about $2 million. So that's what I would do. I would bring them their cigarettes, their Copenhagen, Kodiak, all that dip. Those Views Alto Pod things, the vape stuff, and yeah, high value loads. Now all this right here wasn't even here a year ago. They just put in a roundabout right here. They're still working on it. I don't know what it is with Georgia, but they sure do love their roundabouts, man. We're about 20 miles from I-20. One thing I want to do before we jump on the interstate is I do want to stop at the Loves in Madison and weigh my load, because even though it's 42,000 pounds, I just want to kind of get an idea, because if you guys noticed, I have a split axle tandem trailer, which is standard for flatbed. My tandems aren't together, they're split apart. And there's a good reason why they do that. Is because when you split those axles, it actually allows you to have more weight on them, because each dual axle can hold up to 20,000 pounds. So in other words, I can have up to 40,000 pounds on both of those axles, which is really cool. Whereas with a standard van truck like that one, van trailer, you can only have 34,000 pounds on those tandems because they're together, they're not split apart. Another thing about those axles on this trailer is that they're static, so you can't move them. I mean, I'm sure there probably are flatbed trailers that have adjustable tandems, but the ones we have don't. So I just want to make sure that my trailer's not going to be overweight, because the load is kind of more back toward the back of it than it is the front. I'm sorry I keep coughing, I know it's annoying. There's some beautiful countryside out here though. See, I never used to get to look at this road during the day. I always came through in the middle of the night, so I didn't really know exactly what it looked like out here. And this is the road I was talking about a couple videos ago that has all the deer on it. I actually almost hit a deer out here earlier this year. It was at nighttime. Alright, we're coming into Shadydale now. It's just a small community. First time I saw that overpass, it was dark and I was like, oh my God. But it's not marked or anything, so usually that's your first clue that you'll fit under it if it's not marked. And basically all this town consists of is this little crossroad right here. Crosses with 142, which if you go left will take you to Covington. If you go right, it'll take you to Eatonton. That's like a pit gravel place, and there's a lumber mill right there. Sawmill, I guess that's what you'd call it. Peaceful out here for sure, quiet. There's a lot of ranches and farms. There is one pretty big place to the right up here. I'm not sure what it is. It's some kind of a distributor for whatever commodity would go on a flatbed. It's up here on the right. I don't know if we would ever go to this place over here or not, but I'll show it to you. Over here on the right. Maybe it's not flatbed. I was thinking it was. I don't know what that, it might be wood chips or something. That's probably what it is. Whatever that crap is you put in your flower bed, I can't remember what it's called. That's probably what that is. I guess it's not a flatbed place though. There's a couple sharp curves on this road I gotta watch out for. I don't think this one's that bad, but I'll slow down a little bit. This one's kind of bad right here. There's a big like dairy place up. It might not be dairy, I'm not really sure, but I know it's like a ranch and they have a lot of cattle. It might be meat instead of dairy, but that's what that is on the left. Those do look like dairy cows though. They're black and white. Ooh, it stinks. Woo! Whoa! God. Might be kind of fun driving a truck for a company like that, as long as you can get used to the smell. All those trees right there to our left, those are all pecan trees. There's a lot of those in the south, a lot of those in Georgia. Those are about to be in season though, pretty soon. I love me some pecans. Even though most people from Georgia would say that I'm not saying it right. It's not pecan, it's pecan. Well, I call them pecans. Sorry, that's just the way I talk. But look at this view. Look at the scenery out here. It's nice. Love this road. Been wanting to show you guys this road, but I never really had an opportunity to with my last job. Okay guys, we're crossing over 20, like I said. Just for now, come over here to this truck stop and weigh it. And just hope and pray that the weight is good. surely to goodness it is. If it's not, that's gonna suck. But surely to goodness, the weight's good. And I know that there's an app where you don't have to do it the old-fashioned way, but I do have to do it the old-fashioned way because I gotta save all my receipts and turn them in at the end of the week. So I'm just gonna get me a good old-fashioned weight ticket. Like the good old days, you know? Go inside and grab it. Yeah, I like that app a lot, but I can't use it. First, JM16. Go park this beast instead of blocking everything and ending up on Bonehead Truckers. Ooh, what happened to your grill, dude? Dang, somebody took it out. While I'm here, I'm gonna check my straps. Make sure my straps are looking good before I get back on the interstate. You can hear them. That is freaking crazy. So apparently they're still tight because I can hear my straps. Anytime I put stress on the trailer to move one way or the other, I can hear the straps going. So I know they're still tight. All right, guys, weight looks good. I'm under 12,000 even on my steer axle, despite having a lot of fuel in my tanks right now. And as you can see, I hope you can see that right there where it says trailer axle 34,180. That's okay because my axles are split. So I just wanted to get an idea, kind of get a feel, since I'm new to flatbed, how the weight gets distributed on the axles, depending on, you know, where the load's sitting and everything else. But it's a pretty balanced load. It's not bad. It's a couple thousand pounds heavier on the tandems than the drives. What I plan on doing is jumping on I-20 East and heading down to another Love's. It's not because I prefer Love's or anything like that. It's just because it's probably going to be the best one to stop at. And it's like right there. It's called Thompson, Georgia. So that's actually the one that I want to go to. So I'm going to put that in my GPS and figure out how far I am and how long it's going to take. 57 miles. Okay. Now I want to add my other stop, which is on the bill. This is another construction site, looks like. Fairfield Inn, it's another hotel. 893 Husk Box Way, Grovetown, Georgia. Okay, so it looks like it's about 20 something miles out. So that's perfect. If I can minimize my driving time tomorrow morning before this delivery, I'll be better off. That way I've got more time after it's all said and done to get a good load that I'll actually have time to work on tomorrow after I get unloaded with this one. Kind of had a slow start this week. It's Tuesday, and so far I've only delivered 2 other loads, which the first one I picked up in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee last Friday, and I delivered it in Eatonton, Georgia on Monday morning. It was really cool going to South Pittsburgh. That's where that haunted hospital is. I don't know if you guys know anything about haunted stuff, but I'm just fascinated by stuff like that, you know. So that was my first load ever picking up in South Pittsburgh. It was stone, like just a bunch of rocks that I believe they actually use when they're gonna set foundations. Before they pour the concrete, they'll put like a bedrock, layer of bedrock underneath the concrete. I think that's what that was that I picked up. But yeah, I just stayed hooked up to it over the weekend. I went home, had some time off, and then I delivered it on Monday morning. And I love the fact that I went to Eatonton to deliver it. It's also my first load ever involved with that city. So the locations where you pick a lot of this stuff up it's a little bit different than dry van. I found that I'm picking up and delivering to a lot of places that are just out in the country, and I love that. That's the kind of truck driving that I always wanted to experience, you know? Instead of having to go to Atlanta every day, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. It's a pleasant change. I'm gonna jump on 20 East for about 60 miles, and then we'll be right there where that other Love's truck stop is. And I'll be getting there at about 3:30, you know, 15:30, so there should be parking, hopefully. If not, well, I'll just have to keep going. Our exit, Thompson, 172, Love's. believe it's going to be on the left side. Yep. Yeah, normally I think I'd be going quite a bit further. It's just, you know, this is what was available today, and, you know, the appointment time and everything. Really, I have plenty of time to deliver it today, but they don't need it until tomorrow at 9 in the morning, so it's preventing me from making as much money, obviously, but doing as much work. I haven't been told what I'm doing after this, but I'm sure I'll probably be going into South Carolina, more than likely. Don't know that for a fact, but guess we'll find out. Waffle House. How long has that company been around, Waffle House? Probably like 100 years almost, right? Try to do this just right so that, well, that pickup truck just popped up out of nowhere. Screwed me up. Okay, well, truck stop looks like it's kind of full, at least it does in the front. Wasn't expecting that. It's not that busy of an area, really. Ooh, pothole junction. Oh, crap. Oh. Jeez, man. I see some spots, but good grief. I don't know if those are like reserve spots or what. Does Love's do reserve parking? I can't remember if they do or not. It's been too long. All right, we got some spots. Set it right here. Try to avoid the reefers. Aren't very wide at all here. It's kind of a problem. Who says flatbedders can't back? Yeah, I drove a van for 7 years. Okay, we're here. Made it. All right, guys, good morning. I'm off again. It's only gonna take 20 minutes to get there. I just took like a freaking 17-hour break. And I changed the GoPro setting to super wide view because I feel like there was a lot that you couldn't really see, and I tend to have been not getting the windshield very well or the steering wheel, so I hope that with it set up the way it is right now, it'll be a lot better for you guys to see more. This way you can also somewhat see the shifter as I shift gears, so you kind of get the whole experience, but you can't really see what's outside the window as well, or it looks like it's further away. So you guys let me know what you think, what you want, like how you want the camera to be set up. If you think it was better before, or if you like it more like this, let me know. Big spider right there on my side mirror, just hanging off of it with a big web. That's a big nasty looking spider. I keep forgetting that I need to start out in first gear. Spider. This is the moment he realizes he messed up. Oh no. I do have to go through a weigh station this morning on my way in. The truck is good, but you know how those DOT officers are. They see an old truck, they automatically want to start poking around at it. So I've already gotten one inspection in North Carolina. Passed it. No violations. It was only a level 3. That's actually gonna look good on my CSA score. So it's a good thing. Comes the weigh station. Yeah, lately Georgia's been doing this thing where they make every single truck go into the weigh station no matter what, and they're still doing it. You see, the truck must enter weigh station, every single truck. They have to say. Last time I came through this one, it wasn't a big deal. They just weighed me out on this scale right here, let me keep going. They're calling every single truck in. Man. Yep, they're calling me in. Oh, he's telling them to back up. Okay. I wonder if their weigh and motion scale is down or something. It must be. That must be what this is all about, you know? Because I came through here last week and it was the same deal. But then you got trucks on the other side. Yeah, they're just fishing right now, man. They want to look at my truck, I can tell. Cuz you got trucks that they're letting go through. Okay, they're telling me to go. So what was the point of that? And see, my exit's like 1.5 miles up from here. So I'm gonna get off at this next exit, hang a right, then hang the first right after that. And this is a construction site. I'm hoping that it's in the place that it says it's gonna be in. It's a Fairfield Inn hotel. So I looked at it on Google Earth and it's just a big patch of dirt. So it didn't tell me much about it, you know. I can see it right there, okay. That's a good sign. I can see the crane. That'll unload me. Cool. Okay, it's this first right. This is gonna be tight, looks like it. This is kind of a tight turn right here. Okay, I can see another truck, see a few other trucks actually. Now they're all facing the other direction, so he's already got his straps off of his truck too. Is there a good spot to turn around down there? Okay.
What I did was I just pulled out a bag and then the side road.
Uh-huh.
And then we just put in a bag of the or you can go around and bag back down, but I think that's gonna be the best to pull down and bag in right there.
All right. There's trucks everywhere here. Third time's a charm. This would be great if that guy would move his truck. Just need to get the back end angled toward the right side of the street so that I can back up, because I'm gonna have to get around the guy that's directly behind me. So what I can do, I just want to make sure I don't get too close to him, but I guess what I can do, something like that. I'm gonna be sitting here all freaking day, I feel like. But see, if I get behind this guy, I'm gonna be in the way. You guys see that big telehandler back there? So I'm gonna have to go way back. Okay, I'll get back with you guys when I get situated. Okay guys, here's the situation. I'm sitting on the road right now. I saw that crane move right there. Saw it moving. I guess this is gonna be the same deal as it was at the very beginning of the video where I showed you that other hotel they're building in Covington. And this time I've got one extra truck in front of me. I've got 3 in front of me. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and unstrap, which I'll film that process. Good thing about this is everybody seems to be really friendly. Even the other truck drivers. Yeah, it's kind of a crappy situation. I don't make detention pay anymore, you guys. I haven't broken down my pay for you yet because I'm still brand new and I'm still, you know, I haven't even gotten my first paycheck yet. Should be getting that in a couple days. But basically, I get paid load percentage. So that means I don't get paid for anything else. I don't get paid to deadhead. I don't get paid to bobtail. I don't get paid detention pay. I don't get paid layover. All I get is load percentage. If it's a good load and it pays well, then yeah, I'm gravy. If not, and it's something like this that's very time consuming, that could pose a problem. So that's basically what it comes down to. The only way I'm gonna really make a good profit for the week is if I keep moving, I keep getting fresh loads put on me. And so far this week hasn't been very good because it's been this concrete crap. I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining. Don't complain, just explain. That's what I'm doing. So we're gonna get out of the truck here, we're gonna unstrap. I'll show you that process. Also, I'm gonna keep it on this wide view. And I realized yesterday that whenever I was strapping, I didn't have the camera set at a good angle on my head. Well, I'm gonna try to work on that. Again, I'm brand new to this. I've never filmed, I barely have done flatbedding, but I've definitely never filmed myself doing it. So I've got to learn how to use the best methods that seem to work the best. But I'm gonna get out of the truck here and we're gonna unstrap. There's a couple tools I use to do this. My load bar. And this thing, it's like a little windy tool. I'll show you how it works. So this goes in there like that. I want to try to line this up as good as you can so that when you roll it back up, it's straight. You don't want it going off to one side or the other, because if it gets hung up on either side, it's going to be really hard to unroll and, you know, keep rolling up. So you want to try to keep it on track as you do this. Mainly just keep it off the sides, you know. I see dudes doing this really fast, like they just roll it up like it's freaking fishing reel, and it's like perfectly straight when they do it. I don't know how they're doing that, but I need to learn. I'm noticing some cracks in this concrete. I hope that's normal. See that? It's probably normal. so humid out here today. It rained last night. I'm gonna move this one. I guess there's a good and a bad thing to hauling concrete like this. Good thing is it's super easy compared to the other stuff I was hauling last week. Bad thing is it takes forever to get unloaded. Well, that's it, guys. I'm ready. Okay, I want to give an update now. I think they may have just started unloading the first truck in line. I think. Either that or they're just picking stuff up off the ground. They might just be picking stuff up off the ground. I don't know if they've even touched the first truck or not yet. There's another truck that's about to roll in here. I was gonna try to get him on camera. Here he comes. Guys, I've been sitting here for 2 hours. My appointment was at 9, it's 11 now. I mean, I've got another load on me, picking up about an hour away from here in South Carolina, and I was supposed to be there now, like at 11. I've got till 3 to get there to pick it up. It's flooring and it's going to Alabama, but I don't know that I'm gonna be out of here by 3. It doesn't look good. That's all I can say about it right now. I'm trying to stay optimistic. Tell myself, you know, everything happens for a reason. Maybe I wasn't meant to go pick up that other load today. Maybe I wasn't meant to do my first tarp today. And that's just how I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm gonna have to give it more time. I'm gonna have to see how things pan out.